Hi guys, how y'all doing? Are you doing fantastic? Anyway, I know you guys have already seen the topic that we are having today, and I do not want to be a spoiler, so let's get into it, shall we? So how are you? How you're doing? Again, I hope you're keeping warm because he baridi is just on another level. I had not prepared myself for this. This is just too much. Too much. Hey, apala. Because this morning my dad was like, Nikamata, it's like just doing warm up each and every day. Like it's just getting worse and worse. So like today we are doing just a warm up of tomorrow. So guys, please keep home, and I hope you are safe and doing amazing. So today we are having a very interesting topic. I know you all have seen it. We are discussing things we should not do while during the heartbreaking period, when you heartbroken, that period before you get back to being well, that period, what we should not do or what we should avoid doing. That is what we are talking about. But before I get to that, I need to be specific with, I'm not only talking about a heartbreak in a relationship. You can be heartbroken in so many areas. It can be a loss of a friend, it can be a loss of a job. Disappointments lead to heartbreaks. Expectations crushed can lead to heartbreaks. There are so many things that can lead to heartbreaks, so I'm not only focusing on heartbreaks in terms of a relationship or anything like that. I'm generalizing it all, so don't feel like I'm only into one. So these are the things you need to avoid, or we as well need to avoid, me included, to avoid while during that period of heartbreak. And again, I want to say is that one thing I want to say is that I have been through heartbreaks, and we all have been through heartbreaks. So do not ever feel at any particular moment that you are alone. Do not ever feel like that. We all are going through this. We are social beings and we have emotions. This is not just meat and bone and metal. We have emotions and we get heartbroken. So do not ever feel like you are alone. And some of the things that I have that we should avoid is the ones that mostly I have been a victim of, and they did not help me. They made situations worse, and I felt like I really need to address this so that we can also be able to get out of that period healthy and better and not worse. Okay, so again, before I get into it, kindly, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly do so down there. Please do that. Sorry, if this is your first time, please feel welcomed. My name is Beth Moora, and this is my YouTube channel called Let's Talk About It. We talk about everything. We talk about everything and everything related to society and to human beings and to young people in specific. So feel much welcomed. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you will like this episode, again, please kindly give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that, and comment if you have anything you want to comment. And again, thank you so much for my editing person. He's called Brian Chacha. You can also link with him. I will leave his details on my description box together with my social media platforms. You can follow me on Insta, on Facebook, and on TikTok at Beth _ Moora 7, and I will appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I will head on to my first. I think I have like around 10, and I'll be a little bit fast so that you can get to have all of them. And if you have any other, or if you probably want to add more on the ones that I have, I'd really appreciate it if you do that on the comment section. So the one that we should not do when going through that period is, do not suppress that feeling, do not suppress that emotion. Do not feel like you should not like make us see you okay and yet you're not okay. There's this hashtag that has been going around with psychology students and mental awareness plays and hashtag not okay is okay. It's okay to admit that, you know what, I am not okay. I feel this emotion, I feel hurt, I am in pain. It's okay. Do not suppress that, because it will find a way to get it out. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you have overreacted to it, or probably it was a small situation, but you ended up shouting at someone, you ended up getting so mad, and people are wondering what's up, why are you getting so overworked about it, and it's just a small period, because our emotions have a way to just get themselves out. So even if you're not going to deal with it directly, it will get out indirectly. So it's okay to sit down and accept that you are in pain and you're hurting. That is the first thing. That is the one step we need to do while we are in that period. Do not suppress that feeling. 2, do not isolate yourself while going through a heartbreak. Oh my God, do not do that, because there's an episode I did about Bruno's in our heads. Every time you have an issue, every time you're going through a heartbreak and then you isolate yourself, the Bruno in our heads get louder. And you know what they'll tell you? They'll tell you that you deserve whatever that has happened. 2, you are the only one who is going through that. No one else is going through that. Everyone else is having their life to the fullest. You are the only one who's miserable. And to the worst extent, it can lead to suicidal thoughts. And if not taken care of, can actually lead to suicide. Okay, to the worst scenario. I don't want to go to that extent, but kindly, if you are going if you're going through that period of heartbreak, do not isolate yourself. Be with people you love, be with people and friends you can be vulnerable to, because that really helps. You are able to talk, and most especially the introverts. I'm sorry, I love you guys, but please, I know you're an introvert and you do not like most especially being in a surrounding with people, kindly, but if you're going through that period of heartbreak, have 1 or 2 friends in your place. Talk to them about it. Tell them what happened. If it's a job, tell them, explain to them what happened. Let them feel you, but do not isolate yourself when you're going through a breakup, or not a breakup, but a heartbreak. Okay. The third one is, do not make any rashy decisions while going through a heartbreak. Guys, my darlings, do not do that. Do not make any rashy decisions when you get a breakup. When you break up with your partner, now let me go specific to a relationship. When you break up with your partner, there's this tendency of wanting to revenge. Either you decide to get into another relationship in a rush, or you decide to try and revenge in so many other ways. Kindly do not do that. Do not try to make any rashy decisions when you're in that period, because you're not emotionally and mentally stable to make decisions. Even if it's decision to do with your business, allow you to feel that period without making any decisions, because you might end up regretting later on. So don't make any rashy decisions. The other one is, do not open up to opposite gender. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. The reason is why I'm saying that. Now, this is again specifically to when you're having a breakup, when you've broken up with your partner. This is specifically on that. This is in for work and for friends and everything else. You can open up to opposite gender, but specifically in a relationship, when you break up with your partner, do not open up to the opposite gender. If I'm a lady, I should not open up to a male gender. Hear me out. This is because I will tend to feel like at that point my emotions are unstable. At that point I'm mentally unstable and I am emotionally unstable. So then my partner, my boyfriend, is the one who has heartbroken me. So if I get another guy who really understands how I feel and really gets and really becomes so empathetic to like really feel how I feel, I will become emotionally attached to that person unconsciously. Get the word unconsciously. You will not know when you're getting attached to the other person. It'll look like you're just opening up, most especially if it's not, if it's a therapist and it's a male therapist, that's okay, because that person is already trained up for that. But if it's a friend, a close friend of yours, and is a male, kindly let's avoid opening up to them, because we will get emotionally attached. We will feel like they understand us much better than our guys, and we will end up falling for them unconsciously, because all we just did is just open our hearts to them. Most especially us ladies, we really want a guy who understands our feelings, who get what we are feeling. And when we get that guy who understands how we are feeling, we tend to emotionally get attached to them unconsciously, and we will end up falling for them. Kindly avoid that. I'm sorry, but I feel like that is important. Kindly avoid opening up to your opposite gender. Another one is, do not use any other alternatives to do away with the pain. If you're able to use a positive way to deal with the pain, probably you can scream, you can cry, you can talk it out with friends, you can do a lot of positive things that can be done, but don't use any other alternative negative ways to deal with that pain. And negative meaning like drinking alcohol to your highest, and you're just there on high, and because when you get sober, that feeling will come back and you will feel hopeless again. So let's avoid using any other alternative negative ways to deal with that pain. If you're able to use a positive way, the better, but don't use any other negative way. Another one, do not give up on your dreams, on love, on friendship, on relationship, on jobs, on career, on future. Because there's that tendency of feeling like, because I have failed, because I have been disappointed, because I am in pain and I am hurting, we tend to feel like we are just giving up and closing that chapter forever. Guys, that is not right. You should not give up on your love. You should not give up on love. You should not give up on friendship. You should not give up on career. When that person or that thing do not work, it doesn't mean that the other thing will not work. It doesn't mean that it will not work at all, so don't give up on it. Don't give up on your career. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on friendship. Don't give up on family. Don't give up on anything. Feel that, but don't give up on it. Another one, guys, and this may sound like a cliche, but I feel like it's important. Do not expose your emotions on social media. I am not trying to be like, I have done that when I was young and naive. I didn't do it directly and say how I'm feeling, but I used a song to expose whatever I'm feeling, and people got to know that I am actually going through a heartbreak at that particular point. So I feel like when you expose how you're feeling to the social media, you're giving them a platform to hurt you the more. You're giving them the authority to hurt you the more. So I feel like if you're able to avoid social media at all, completely, at that particular time, until you become emotionally stable, please do that, but do not expose your emotions on social media. Another thing is, do not talk ill about the person who hurt you, because we do that a lot. And sorry, I know we get satisfaction from that and be like, that person is so bad. There's these people who always have negative things to talk about their ex. You've met that kind of person. They just like, my ex was like this, my ex was trash, ex, everything wrong, everything bad about their ex. Even if they hurt you, they did hurt you, and I get that, and it happens. But don't talk ill, because it will not make you feel better. It will not make you feel accomplished. So you just deal with how you're feeling and don't talk ill about that other person. I hope that is clear. Another one is, do not hold it forever. There are these people who are just good at holding grudges. Oh my god. Tulikosana na wewe primary school, we are meeting after I have completed my campus, and you are on my neck, and you're trying to make me understand how I hurt you 13 years ago, and I'm like, bruv, I don't even remember what happened at that particular time. So don't hold it forever. Learn to heal, learn to forgive, learn to let go. Pole pole too. It's progressive. I'm not saying instantly you're forgiven and you're back to your state. No, give it time. Take a month, take 2 months, take the longest time you can, but don't hold on to it forever, because at the end of it all you'll become bitter, and the other person is going on with their lives so well, so you're actually making your life bitter and not theirs. So don't hold it forever. Another thing is, don't deny yourself closure. Okay, do not deny yourself closure. Like, this is again particularly in relationships. If you want why, ask for it. If you want a why, like, why did this happen, why did you do that, why did we have to break up, if you do not get the reason as to why this and that thing happened, it's okay to ask for closure. It's really okay to ask for closure. If you need to know and understand why it happened, most especially if you are the victim, you are the one who, your partner breaks up with you, it's okay to ask for closure. It's okay to go out on a cup of coffee date or whatever, and ask why did it happen, and try to understand, and try to, because again, you do not want to, sometimes the understanding why helps us to move on, most especially if you're one who really, I am that kind of person who wants to understand when I am in my period, that period of heartbreak and pain and hurt. I really love to understand why it happened. So if you're that kind of person, it's okay. Do not deny yourself that, because you'll not be able to move on. You'll not be able to move on and progress and become well again. And every time you'll be seeing that person, you'll be remembering that they hurt you and you did not get to know why they did that. So if you are one person who wants closure, ask for it. Do not deny that for yourself. But if you are one person who, if you're done, and you have closed that chapter and you want to heal alone again, please try to understand where you are and how you deal with your emotions at that particular time. If you don't want closure, don't ask for it. If you know it will make things worse, don't ask for the closure. But if you know you'll be able to progress on well and you're emotionally stable to get to know why it happened, ask for the closure. So I hope guys that we have taken notes on the things we should not do while we are in the heartbreak situation. I hope I have been clear. I hope you've gotten the reason as why I have pinpointed such things we should not do while going through that. And if you have any other, you of course can add on my comment section and you can comment on it. And again, if you have liked this episode, kindly give it a thumbs up. I'll appreciate that. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, because there's a lot I am planning for us. There's a lot I am planning to do. I'm planning to learn with you guys as I do this thing, because at the end of it all, I want us to learn and grow together. Okay, so yes, but that for today is it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed so much. Like I have really enjoyed, and I have also learned a lot of the things that I should not personally do when I'm going through that period. So yeah, that is it, guys. So till we meet again to my other next episode, I love you guys so much, and yeah, take care, keep safe, be warm, and subscribe to my channel, okay? And follow me on my Insta and on my Facebook and my TikTok at Beth_Maora7, okay? And thank you so much. Now penda sana, and take care of yourselves.